Well, I got the trees cut down, cedar trees. Now I got to pull them out and pull them down to the gate down the hill and into that other pasture. Let the cows play with them for a while. They like those cedars. They like to rub on them. I don't know if they eat them, but I know they rub on them. Okay, but I got to retension that one rope. Doesn't look like it's equal. And I was going to pull it out from that direction, but the hill's too steep and I couldn't get close enough for my rope to reach. So I'm going to have to pull this out and turn it around and then go make a big turn. Okay, let's do something. Now I got a better view of the house from this area here. Well, I got it that far, but I seem like I got it four-wheel drive. I can't seem to pull it up that little hill there. I think once I get it up here on top where it's level, and then I get it out onto the road, I think it'll be easier to drag. I hope I can get it. I don't want to have to start the tractor up just for this. Oh, I could use a truck. I could use a truck if I have to. I did it out in the big pasture in storage area. I used a truck for them. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can do it with this one. A little farther. Let's see if I can make it turn around. I did it. Now I'm blocking the road, so I got to get going. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna pull it over to this side, get it up over there now, so it's easier to cross the road. Because I may not be able to make that turn if I start on this side and make it to the gate. I want to go straight through the gate if I can. So far, so good. I just got to go through the gate and dump it off somewhere near that brush pile that I made. I'm okay going downhill or on the road, but once I get into this grass, and I don't think I can go uphill very far, so I'm just going to try to drag it right somewhere there. Maybe I'd like to go up and over the top of that hill, but I don't think I can go up that way. But I'll try. If nothing else, I'll jump off right here somewhere. The other ones will be lighter. This was the biggest tree. I think I can do it. We'll see. Yeah, it's pretty big. But if I can go through, and then if I can go up the hill far enough to get on top of the, above the brush pile, that would be perfect. But if not, I'll just dump it off wherever I stop. As long as it's through the gate. Oh, I was trying for a little higher up. Well, I guess the tree kept sliding down that way. Oh well. That's close to where I wanted it. It'll do. Oh, that's better. Get all these little ones out too. I'll leave the big one. Yeah, I don't need it out of my way. It's out of my way, so it's good. But I gotta drag them out of here now. This one here, I wanted it to fall the other way, but it didn't want to go, so I had to let it fall this way. And it actually partially fell on me. At least it wasn't heavy, so I was able to. I just had it on my back for a little while, but I got out from underneath it. It wasn't too heavy. I could lift it up. Now I got to see if I can swing it around, get the butt on this end. I got the other big one too. I need to pull. Once I get this one out, I'll see if I'll swing the other one out. There's two more in there. A small one there on the left, farther back, and then another, not as big as the one that is up here, but it's still big enough. It kind of fell on the fence. I had to cut the tip off, or the top. But I got it, and I just need to turn around and get the butts out here so I can tie them up. This is the first one I got to turn around. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. That one should be easy to drag out, I think. If not, I'll have to get the ATV in here and tie to it and drag it. That one there is small enough I can do that one by hand, but not yet. Maybe I'll do that one first so I can access this one. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, but that one's... Well, actually, now that I look at it, this one is bigger. Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, that's smaller than this one. Not much though. Not by much. But I still gotta... I'll get that little one out first. I think I can pull that out by hand. And then I gotta figure out a way to swing that around and out. So I also had to cut off a lot of these smaller branches on the bottom just in order to get in back here to cut it. So I'll have a lot of small ones to pick up too. I just might throw them over the fence for the cattle to play with. I'm going to pull all these small ones out over here, and then I'm going to pull that one out over there. Okay, I got the little stuff moved out of the way. Now I got to get that one out first. Then I got to try to turn this one around. Get the butt facing this way. That's too heavy. I got to use the AT to pull it out. Then I got it pulled out, but I got to make room. I might be able to squeeze that in here, but I'm gonna see if I can try to throw that one on top of that one first. Give me more room to work with. I'm probably making a mistake trying to drag all three of them at the same time. I should do one at a time, especially now that I see that the butts are digging in. On the road, it probably won't be a problem. But in the pasture and in here, yeah, I'm still going to try it anyway. See where I go. I'm thinking about leaving these small ones and just burn them someday. Yeah. Oh well, let's get the big ones out of here. Oh, that didn't work out the way I planned. That little one, the smaller one, got turned sideways. I'm just going to keep dragging it. Let's see how far I get. Well, I made it. Once I got going, it was a hard start. But once I got moving, I just kept going. I didn't want to stop. Yeah, even that one that was dragging backwards. Yeah, now I got to get it through the gate. Look, I told you, they like doing that. They're probably going to tear up my brush pile too while they're doing that. They love to do that with cedars. I don't know why. I guess maybe it feels good. Anyway, I got to open the gate, and I'm going to try to do this the same way if I can. I'm going to try to drive it up and around, get it above those two, get it above that tree, higher up. And if I can't, I'll just drop it where it stops. We'll see where I end up. Uh-oh. Gotta go. They're gonna get out on me. Well, I made it. Now I gotta go close the gate before she gets out. Not before, so she knows how to do it. I get out now. Close the gate closed. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll let them play with that for a while. When it's all dried up. Heck, I probably just leave it there for years, knowing me. Let me get the ATV unhooked from the trees. And I'll be done. Well, almost. I just got some small branches to clean up there where these trees were. Oh, get the hard part done. Trees cut and dragged over here. Is it dragged or drug? Drugged? No, drugged is a different word. Anyway, I dragged them over here with my little ATV. Good job, boy. Yeah, I consider it a boy. Well, it's 4 p.m. and it's overcast again. Well, it's kind of been like that all day. The sun came out for a little while when I first got out here. The last hour, it's been overcast enough to block the sun. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do here. I got to clean up some smaller branches where I was cutting the trees down. I'll just pot them up, burn them someday. And not today. Alright, I can get out of here now. Oh, I got my rope dragging behind me. I forgot about that. You wanted to see what I was doing over here. Just rolling my rope up. Leave the vehicle alone. You act like a rhinoceros trying to beat up my machine here. Anyway, I did something else while I was out here. I went ahead and finished cutting that log up. Now it's in 2 pieces, and I'm too tired to carry it over. I'm going to carry the one end, the cleaner one, up here, but the other one I think I'll just roll it up to the fire and be done with it there. Anyway, I'm done out here. Let's head back to the area where I was cutting and clean it up a little bit. Ready to go through the gate. Looks like I drug a few rocks from there out here, but I guess it's okay. Kind of looks like it might rain from over there. Yeah, there might be some rain coming this way. I don't know yet. I haven't checked the radar yet today. Out the gate and go back to where I was working. I'll bird that someday. And I'm trying to figure out what I had some boards stretched across there. I'm not sure what I had in there to warrant some boards. It was either the old disc or that roller. I could have had that roller here. Yeah, could have done that. Yeah, and then that was set, those rollers set on those boards. But anyway, I got some limbs to clean up back in the back. I found an old slipper or something. I don't think it's mine. It must be from the neighbor. At least it didn't look like one of mine. Okay, I'm done. I just piled it back there. I might burn it someday. Although I saw some poison oak. So I may not burn it. I'd probably just let it rot. Well, I can see my other pad for the tire there. That one there. That's where I used to back up my, park my cattle trailer. I bought it in '94, and then over the years I started parking it closer to the barn or near the house. So this screwed up, and I cut those big cedar trees down, and a few more that was in the area. So now it's cleaned up for something. I don't know what yet, but it's cleaned up. I can see all the way to the barn, across the pond dam and all the way to the barn. Okay. I guess that's worth it. I got a couple small cedar trees there. I should have cut them out too, but I'll use a handsaw to cut them down later. And then I'll just put them on that pile, or I'll put them on this pile. Yeah, doesn't matter. I want to burn this one for sure someday. Maybe this fall when everything dries up. All right, that's all for today. Or that's all for here. That's all for here. Catch you later. See, the cattle are down by the gate. So I'm going to go down there and take a look at them. I'm going to take a look at my cleaning job. Yeah, I got a better view of the house now. That cedar tree's not in my way. I think that was the main reason I cut that out. Yeah. I got tired of looking at it. Oh, there's the 5 calves from this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and that little one is starting to turn white. That's what I thought she was doing the other day, last week. And her mama's over there. She's white too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're all here. As far as I can tell. 5 calves this year. And even after I sell that one, and her 2 calves, 1 calf from this year, one of those, and that one over there from last year, this fall I'm going to sell those 3. I should still have 5 calves next year too, because this brown heifer should be pregnant and have a calf. At least that's my guess. That's my expectation anyway. Okay. Yeah, this is my pasture by the road at the big pasture, and I cut that with the sycamore this year. First time I used a sycamore in 10 years, I think it was. Yeah, around 10 years. Last time I used it was when I cut hay with it in the hayfield. In 2015, it was the last time I baled square bales. I'm pretty sure. 13 or 15, I'm not sure. But anyway, somewhere around there. Okay. I don't count them. I just look to see if they're all here. Yeah, I don't see nobody missing. I don't see nobody missing. Okay. Let's head to the house. I gotta clean up. I'm all sweaty and dirty. Well, the other bellers are green now. They got berries on them, but they're green. I'll have to wait till they turn dark. Is it blue? Yeah, dark blue, I think. If they're still here when I get around to harvesting them. Well, accomplished what I set out to do today. Cut those cedar trees and drag them out here. Well, they're eating something. Weeds, grass. There's grass out there in between the weeds. I think they're eating the grass first, and then they might munch on a few weeds too. At least my Jimson weeds are dying from my spraying. Yeah, there, all along here, and over there too. Pond's got that something growing on it. Not sure what moss, what kind of moss. Okay. I'm running out of battery. Yeah, shaking. I gotta go. Well, it's after 6 p.m. I got all clean. I'm all cleaned up now. Refreshed. Yeah, it's not so bad out here today. With all the overcast clouds and stuff. Staying pretty cool. Or cooler. Yeah, it could be hot with the sun shining, but so far it's okay. That's where I was working today. Cut that cedar tree out, and there was a couple back on this side. 2, maybe 3. 2 big ones and a smaller one, and then a small brush over there on the other side of that other big cedar. I'm leaving the big cedar and the other stuff. Anyway, that's better. And now I can see traffic come by better. And the cattle came back to the pond, of course. At least I see 3. I see 3 of them. There might be 2 over here. Yeah, I can't see that good. 2 over here, 1 there. Oh no, the other one's up by the barn up there. So there's one in here, in the water, under the tree, two out there, and then one up by the barn. Yeah. Yeah. She's been standing off by herself a lot lately. I don't know why. Yeah. She's not hanging out too much with the other ones. Anyway, I better go over there and turn the fence back on. I forgot. I turned the fence off because I knew I was going to be working on this fence from this side, and I cut that tree down from this angle, from underneath the fence. That's why I had turned it off. I didn't want to get shocked while I was using the chainsaw. Anyway, that's all done. Oh look, there's a nice pear there. Hopefully that cow don't eat it. She might. It ain't ripe yet though. Anyway, I gotta go turn the fence on before I forget. More job to do. Turn the fence back on at the barn. Yeah, that's where I'm going now. Yeah, they're staying cool. If I remember right, that cedar tree was right over there somewhere. Yeah. Now I got a better view out to the road. I could also cut some trees up over that way, but that willow tree is blocking my view there. What happened to her? Where you been? Why are you all black on the bottom? Huh? What is that? Just stuck in the mud somewhere? There's flies on her nose. She must have been in that pond down there at the bottom down there. Yeah. I don't see, that water would make her that dirty. Oh wait, I think I know where she got that mud from in the barn. She was laying in the barn. In the manure in the barn. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I was cutting out there. Yeah, I got a couple more small cedars on the outside of the fence. I cut them out with a handsaw. Well, it looks a lot clearer there. Oh, that little spot there, that's that little brush pile I made. I'll burn that sometime, but not for a while. Let it dry up first. Okay, let's get you out of there. Come on. Move. I want to take a look. You gotta move. You don't even... Yeah. Your legs are all muddy. Dark mud too. I don't know what's going on with you. She was over in there. How her legs got so dark, I don't know. Either that or she went down to that pond down at the bottom of the hill. That could be a dark mud. I guess, I'm not sure. Anyway, she's okay. What's the matter? Why aren't you leaving? Huh? Something wrong with you? Huh? Why ain't you down in the water with the rest of them? Well, she's chewing her cud, so that's a good sign. Okay, I gotta go back to the house. Flies are biting my legs. She's just acting strange, that's all. Breathing heavy too. Not even that hot. The bully's trying to breed her. I don't think he can do a very good job in the water, but yeah, I've seen him trying to breed her all the time, every 3 weeks or so. And then today I'm seeing her trying to breed that one. Yeah. That heifer there, well, she was a heifer this spring, but she had her first calf from the big bull out in the big pasture. because that's where they were last summer. And when I brought the 3 back up here, I brought him with him when he was younger. Yeah, so I was hoping that he could do the breeding up here, and I won't have to take them 3 down to the big pasture for that bull. But I don't know if he's doing anything. He's trying, but it seems like they keep coming back into heat, so he's not doing a very good job of covering them. So, but I got a black bull, his little brother from last year. I'm bringing him up with those other cows that I'm going to sell, or other cattle I'm going to sell. Cow or 2 bulls, calves. And the black bull and this white bull will be here. And if he can't do the job, I'll get rid of him and I'll let the black one take over next year. He'll be big enough next year. Okay. I guess that's all. My legs are getting eaten. I just started to sprinkle. See? Yeah, just started to sprinkle. Just a little bit. Just a light drizzle. You can see all the drops falling on the water. Okay, I better go in. Yeah, it looks a lot cleaner out there now on the other side. That's what I worked on today. I'm not sure where the sun is at just after 6 p.m. Probably up in there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Sun goes down around just after 8. So if that's 7, 6, probably up in there. Alright. Of a garden this year. I got some lemongrass starting to grow. Or trying to grow. I got some sweet potatoes that the one in front here was the one that overwintered in the house. And I replanted it out here. And then there's another one on the other side that I planted that was sprouting. A potato was sprouting. I planted the whole thing. And I got some volunteer tomato, volunteer some tomato over there. Then plus I got the asparagus. And everything else is weeds in the back. And light greens are morning glories. Yeah, I sprayed this. I don't see nothing dying yet though. Anyway, I'll maybe get something planted sometime this year, but probably not. That's the last 2 lemongrass that I took from here and planted it there. The first 3 I did before, maybe about a month ago. Oh, there's some bug in my ear. I gotta go in. Too many bugs. And it's still raining lightly. Bug in my ear. I gotta get out of here. Gotta go in the house. Yeah, it's got a light rain coming down. Very light. Very light. I think that's all for today. I'm tired. I just want to go in the house, get away from these bugs. That's all. Except for the kitty. Hi, kitty. Well, 6:20 p.m. and that little green there is what I'm getting. Right there, a little bitty green. I'm getting a little drizzle out of there. Isn't that something? Well, there's some big storms out to the south, but I don't think it's coming up to me. I think they're all going that way. They're going east. Well, that's all for today. I'll have to think of what to do tomorrow. No plans yet. Well, it's almost 7 p.m. and the sun came out. I had to come back outside anyway because I have to laugh at myself sometimes. Because me, I can't blame it on my shadow because there was no shadow when I went out to the barn to turn the fence off. So, not your fault, shadow. But I walked all the way out there to turn the fence off. And I didn't. And I forgot to turn the fence off. Oh my gosh. I got preoccupied with the mud on the bottom of that cow. And I forgot why I even went out there. Anyway, I'm going out now to turn the fence off like I intended to before. But I'll get it now. Oh, the stupid cat or something knocked over my container there with the sweet potatoes. I gotta put some more water in it. Keep it away from the cat. Well, there's still a little bit of water in it, so that's good. It didn't all dump out. I'm gonna put the lid on tight so they can't dump it over. Yeah. Okay, I moved the sweet potatoes closer to the garden. Yeah, I got those 2 sweet potatoes in there. Got some water, extra water in there too. When they get more leaves on them, I'll plant them someplace. I'll probably plant one there and one on the other side of in between the asparagus, and another one on the other end down there. Yeah. Neighbors are shooting their gun. This is how I get distracted from what I plan to do. I started this video this morning with her standing over here where I am. She was clean then. Somehow she got into some mud, some dark mud. Anyway, I gotta go in there and turn my fence back on before I forget again. Well, I got the fence plugged in and the fence is clicking. That means it's working okay, I think. Sun's up there somewhere. Okay, I gotta go back to the house because I'm eating my bugs again. Fence is working and on. My job is done today. I can see the shadows of the cattle in the water. Looks nice. I'm not sure if I want to come back later for the sunset or wait for the sunset. It's going to be about an hour. I think about it, I'll come back out. But I'll probably forget. The bugs are eating me up. Look at that cat. Not a care in the world. Oh well. Yeah. I guess she cares about eating, that's all. Well, it's still cloudy. But I can still see the sun right about there. Trying to peek through those clouds there. I don't think it's going to come through. As it gets even lower, there's even thicker clouds, so this is all the sunset I'm going to get. Yeah, I can see a little bit peeking through. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day. Yeah, the sun's going to go down behind those thicker clouds there at the bottom. I can see both. I can see 2 sides of the sun, and there's a cloud in the middle. Yeah, I can see that. It's a little brighter. It's like there's 2 spots on either side of that cloud. Yeah, it's going down. Going down behind the cloud, and I won't see it no more. So I'm just going to leave it right here, or end it here. I'm going to end it here. Alright, that's all for today. It's right a few minutes before 8 p.m. So I came out just at the right time. Alright, that's all for today.